Guys, welcome to another video by School of RPA. And in today's video, we are going to talk about RPA's journey roadmap. So this video is all about what is the journey, how do you begin implementing RPA in your organization and what are the steps to take. In this video, we will cover the introduction, understanding what RPA can do, discovery kickoff meeting, what you hate doing, what would you rather do instead, a comprehensive report, and unleashing the robots. And last but not the least, developing a culture of innovation. Now, with any new technology, half the battle is figuring out what you can do with it. While it took centuries to find any practical application for electricity, for example, these days things move a little faster. Robotic process automation has gone into just a few years from new kid on the block to being overhyped to what Gartner in its annual hype cycle calls plateau of productivity. That means businesses are now finding that RP delivers on its promises. But just because there are lots of case studies out there showing RPA working for other businesses doesn't mean it will work for you. Every business, every department, and every process is different. Identifying the opportunities in your own business means embarking on a journey of discovery. While it will hopefully be worthwhile journey, it doesn't have to take long and you don't have to undertake it on your own. What's called is for an expert guide who knows the full capabilities of technology and can assess which areas of your business would benefit from it, along with some quantitative predictions of impact of doing the work. So here's the outline of what the journey looks like. Let's begin by understanding what RPA can do. RPA is using software robots to fully or semi-automate routine and repetitive computer processes that otherwise humans have to do. Example includes copying data from one system to another, processing orders and transactions, gathering and checking data for reports, collating and sending information from one place to another, preparing and sending documents, and the thousands of other small daily tasks that keep the gears of business turning. The idea is not to replace human beings, but to free them up from this type of tedious, unthinking work, which computers do much faster and more accurately. Instead, your people can apply their powerful minds to other tasks that computers don't do as well, such as problem solving, relationship building, and creative thinking. RP robots work with organizations' existing software and systems, accessing them and using them in much the same way your human staff do, which means you don't need to change a line of code in your existing software or replace any hardware. Let's look at discovery kickoff meeting. The RP discovery starts with a kickoff meeting with your executive team. The purpose of this session is to establish a number of important principles. Firstly, a project of this transformative nature is only going to work if it has the full support and sponsorship of senior management. Secondly, you need to find out what the executive team's broad business objectives are. Are they, for example, looking to cut cost as much as possible, free up staff for higher value tasks, extend the life cycle of legacy business systems, or grow the business by enabling new and faster ways of accomplishing things? Finally, the discovery process will only uncover the best time and money saving opportunities if we are allowed unfettered access to the business, including frontline staff who currently performs the tasks that end up getting automated. For this to happen, the senior management team, as well as the line managers and the team leaders, need to be comfortable with us having that level of access. What you hate doing? In our experience, executive teams are focused on their large-scale business challenges and upcoming initiatives. They do not necessarily know exactly what is happening on a day-to-day basis at the level of basic business process. Even frontline managers, because they are one or two steps removed from performing these tasks themselves, do not understand the process down to the level of every mouse click and keyboard input. However, because replicating every mouse click and keyboard input is effectively what RPA is, we need that level of detail. So, once the initial high-level meetings are done, we sit down with the team leaders and frontline staff to understand what they do and ask them questions like, what do you hate doing? What tasks take up too much of your time? What do you really want to do with your day? Armed with this kind of information, we can identify the routine and repetitive work the staff feels is holding them back from being more productive. We spent around 10 to 15 hours on site with the aim of identifying at least 10 business processes across different business units that are prime candidates for automation. This step is not only led by executive team's objectives and by the experience of frontline staff, but by our own experience of knowing which standard process can generally be automated. A comprehensive report. This is a place process mining comes in. The innovation uses both business information and user interaction data to deliver genuine image of what process really resemble. We are talking about each progression in some random procedure and all the moves individuals are making in the middle of these steps to make that procedure happen. That living, breathing, moving snapshot empower companies to find friction, remove it, and continuously monitor and upgrade effect of these progression on your business results. RPA is irrefutably a part of that, streamlining user interaction task in correct spots. Place it turns out to be a lot simpler to recognize when you need visibility over what's happening in your business. In any case, it's just one of the numerous tools available to you to accomplish the process excellence and implement it in a fully integrated and frictionless process and system landscape. Unleashing the robots. What you are left with at the end of the discovery process is a report that gives you a menu of automation options along with the information about what impact each one has on your business, including your staff's time and productivity, your bottom line, and your ability to serve customers. We do not recommend automating more than a handful of the 10 or so identified process to begin with, so that you can carefully assess the impact of each one. The report also comes in handy during the piloting and rollout phase, as you can keep referring back to it to check whether its assumptions were correct, updating it as you go along and give more accurate estimates for the other candidate processes. A culture of innovation. It's also important to understand that automating existing processes to save time and money is just one aspect of what RPA can deliver. So the discovery process can also be the start of process of innovation. As you become more familiar with the technology and as you come to understand more about your business, it should be possible for you to identify entirely new applications for RPA that help your business to serve customers in new and more profitable ways. Guys, thank you for watching my video. And if you like to learn RPA, if you like to have a technical training on RPA, we have technical training on Blue Prism, UiPath, WorkFusion, and Win Automation. If you like to have functional training on RPA, then we have a RPA Business Analyst training course for you. So if you're interested, do give us a call on 900 480 9189. And thank you for watching my video and have a nice day.